Hi everybody, this is CVGS, I'm the captain here, and welcome to another tournament fight that we have for you guys today. And this is a tournament fight that we have between Tia and Bob. So actually this is a fight between Eva and Zorga. Now we haven't seen Zorga here in our tournaments for a while, so this should be interesting to see with all the technical the mental gymnastics that you have to do with Zorga in terms of its alchemy magic capabilities as well. So, and as for Eva, we have seen it quite a few times already, and we know what it's all about. Basically, get as much of the research orders in place so that Oscudre can get power, can get critical, and a lot of stuff can just kind of go off from there. So as both players actually cut both of each other's decks, so both of them are actually rocking the same sleeve. Now that I just noticed it also. So yeah, this should be a good one, guys. So yeah. As both players stand up Vanguard, well, Tia's already stand up Vanguard already, so but yeah. Both players have not decided who's going to go first, so they're just going to have a roll of dice here. But as I said, so we're probably going to be looking into a good match right now, and if you notice the length of the video, yeah, it's definitely going to be a very, very good match indeed. So yeah. So it seems that it is Tia that has the first turn right now, so which will be good because with how Eva works, right, with the right deck and everything and all that, being able to actually search for the just search for the research cards will actually be handy. But Tia did discard Tech Team, which is a great tool that allows it to actually search the top 5 cards for an order. Didn't find it in the first 5, so just trying to go for a double if possible. But Tia right now is now using the grade 1 skill, which is when you roll upon the grade 0, it will directly search for an order card, and she searches for the promo order, the grade 1, the one that really popped the Eva deck as well and really brought it up to prominence as well. It does add to hand, and she does play it into the order zone, so that's the first of 3 that she needs. The grade 1 order would definitely be handy in the later turns when she actually has more orders, so that she can actually recover resources as well, both soul and counterblast 2 as well. So yeah, it passes over to Bob. Bob rides the record chain and then uses the first Vanguard skill to draw 1. Record chain skill now, which is draw 2. Oop, watch out for the camera. Everything should be okay. Yep, you guys can see everything, no problem. And of course also discard an order card from hand, otherwise you discard 2 cards instead also. So it does discard one of the orders. Now forgive me, I have not had time to be able to memorize the names and everything and all that. But the first damage goes through, and yeah, the turn passes over as well. So, but I do have the skills up and prepared on my side as well, and I did a reading as well just to look into what the decks do as well. So yeah, we'll definitely be able to deliver on the skill front from there. So now Tia actually going up to the grade 2 right now, and they are searching for the grade 2 order. So good result for that one as well, and it will be reflected into the when we see the deck list, at the end, as you always do. So yeah, and then she puts another of the grade 1 order, which we did see earlier. You guys are eagle eye and managed to spot it, as she was playing the first order, but she's now got 2 out of 3 right now, and next turn is definitely 3 out of 3. So the grade 1 order, the promo is actually about to get us. So DBT 08 coming out too as well. There is actually more orders actually coming out too as well, research orders. So yeah, the Eva deck will actually be able to go up and be a bit more consistent and more ready available. So if you guys are having a hard time buying or even finding the grade 1 Eva order, so yeah. Right, passes over to Bob right now. So Bob discarding his trigger and going for Black Heart's Dragon, and grabs back the order that he got back, that he discarded the last turn for it. Alright. So that order actually he does have a multitude of copies, called Rogue Headhunter. Doesn't do much right now because of the fact that Rogue Headhunter, while it does be able to get a plus 5k, but I think Bob might have misplayed something here because he might not have realized that you have to perform alchemy magic in order to get its ability to, its ability to actually reduce the cost of orders by 1. But of course, also you can also have it down as just a unit to be able to play down. Too early in my opinion, I would say. But yeah, we'll see how this plays out for Bob right now. So Bob really thinking right now, just gotta make sure that now that he's put down the Rogue Headhunter, what's he gonna do also? What is he going to do right now? So we haven't seen his hand. We haven't seen any glimpses of his hand yet, so we're not sure what might be possible over there. So Bob right now definitely does have a bit of the advantage not say well, not really an advantage per se. So, but you know, it's still earlier in the game. So yeah, it's 1-1. Both players are agreed to, and he calls on Shadow Cloak right now. So Shadow Cloak will be able to actually let him get an order card from his deck, and if he doesn't have a unit order card in the drop zone with the same copy, he does have to discard it as well. But that's okay because that just helps with that just helps with the Alchemagic side of things. So puts down another Shadow Cloak again. The Shadow Cloak gonna go look for another order, and which one is he gonna look for this time? And he searches for in search of a land far away. So this one I remember the name of also because I've been playing with this a lot in their days as well. But just the same, he doesn't have a copy of it, so he does have to put it into this card pile. But that's okay. That's okay. That's just how Alchemagic works. So Alchemagic is the it does involve you having to bind an order card for your drop zone, but then you'll be able to combine the two costs and the two abilities together as one. So yeah, and then he plays down the order counterblast 1. And he gets to draw 1, look at the top card, and then gets to choose to put it on top or put it into the drop zone. And he puts a Rogue Headhunter there instead. So yeah, just a little bit of deck thinning just to make sure that triggers are more easily found in that sense as well. So yeah. Alrighty, and he attacks with Shadow Cloak right now. He's got a full field. He's gonna be definitely going hard right now. Rogue Headhunter should be able to get its plus power because you play a normal order this turn. We should have dices coming into play right now, but let's just keep track of the number there. So okay, so Tia does get a trigger over there. It's a heal trigger, so managed to heal 1 and plus 10k to Eva. So this one has plus 10k right there. So yeah, there we go, counters right there. So it's plus 5k. Yep, grab the other one, Bob. Grab the other one. There you go. All right, so Rogue Headhunter does get a plus 5k because an order was big this turn. Black Heart's Tears Dragon will attack right now. Ooh, okay, then it does get a heal trigger, so it heals 1, goes back to 0, and the attack does go through, so Tia will take the damage. Ooh, it's a critical trigger on Tia's side, so 20k, that Shadow Cloak column cannot hit at all, so yeah, the turn passes over back to Tia right now. So couple of lucky breaks with the triggers just being able to give enough defenses to stop off the third attack. So not bad. And it does keep Tia under control, so she wouldn't want to take too much damage. Sorry, they wouldn't want to take too much damage. Gotta respect in case they are, not who they say, not what I say they are. So yeah, playing down the experiment successful right now. So draw 1 and discard 1 card from hand. So it just discards the Tactine. Okay, so using Tactine skill to look at the top 5 right now. And managed to search for another experiment successful. That's no problem right there. However, this is there's a bit of a misplay over here. So I'm jumping the gun here, but let you guys know you're supposed to be using the bind straight away if you want to pay the Soul Blast 1 if you wish to, instead of searching for it. So Tactine should come later. It doesn't matter in this case because it doesn't really affect the timing of things, so it's alright. As they go through the skill check. So always gotta make sure whenever you pop up a skill, the skill needs to be finished in its completion before any other skill can come in. So that is very, very important for any players, especially in official tournaments also. We have to take note also, because you don't want to be card sharked, you don't want to be ruled out also, all because you kind of mispick things also. So choices are definitely want to be binding one of the Shadow Cloaks. The Shadow Cloaks would be very handy, but it's already done its job in this sense already, so because it just needs to be called down, and if you don't get rid of it, so then something else will kind of get rid of it too in that sense also. Eva's skill basically, so counterblast 1, then look at the top cards, so as many research cards they have, in this case 3, and then choose a card to add it to your hand, and Eva gets plus 5k also. So making smart use of the available counterblast, another smart use of the available counterblast just going through. You would think that Eva is attacking alone, but no, as we know, her partner is always very close. So Obscure Dread now coming into play, and there are 3 research cards in play right now, so Obscure Dread will actually be able to be at full power. So Obscure Dread should get plus 1 critical. Oops. Gotta make sure that deck stays in one place. So yeah, drive check, first check nothing, second check nothing. So Obscure Dread, as I mentioned, does have plus 1 critical. Critical speaking trigger on both sides, so it's a plus 10k, but Obscure Dread will get plus 10k because there are 3 more orders instead of less than that. Otherwise he will get 5k, but this is 23 coming in against 20, so a simple 15k will definitely be able to handle it all. And definitely Bob doesn't want to take 2 damage straight up just from the fact that 3 orders are in play, and then there's plus 1 critical over there. So. But here we go, Grave Zorga now coming into play right now. So Grave Zorga, has a lot of capabilities that the original Zorga does not provide. And mainly speaking, there's a reason why bot has been milling a lot of his orders basically. So the double Shadow Cloak play is to really just to get the Alchemagics going off because of Grave Zorga's ability, which is that Soul plus 1, as we're seeing it right now. He gets to discard 1 card from his hand, so in this case he discards the order, and then he gets to fetch back 1 of the order cards from his drop zone, and then if he were to play order, he can perform Alchemagic also. So instead of a continuous skill, it's an X skill that allows you to get there, but he gets in search of a land far away, and adds it to hand, and looks like he's putting it in play right now. So Alchemagic will pop off, so he discards that order that he just discarded, which would allow him to be able to look at the top card and then leave it on top, or actually put it into the drop zone also. But in such a land far away, so paying the cost for the combat cost. In such a land currently right now does not have a cost at all, but it does choose the target. I believe it is Rogue Headhunter that actually gets the power. And I believe wait, hang on, did I get the wrong order? Give me a second, ladies and gentlemen. I believe I did get the wrong order. So basically it's the order that allows you to actually choose a creature or less and call it your Vanguard circle. If you're Alchemagic, you can choose your Vanguard, and it gets a skill, so all units in front row gets plus 5k. So my mistake, everybody. Just got a wrong bind, so it calls the Banshee right there. And the Banshee does have the ability to actually return all the bind cards, so actually there's 2 cards in bind, I believe. 2 orders in bind, I believe. So she should get plus 10k, and dices are coming in just to make sure that I am correct in my numbers. Rogue Headhunter gets plus 5k too as well, because an order was played this turn. And of course, also because of the ability, so all units in front row gets plus 5k, and Zorga's ability also gets plus 5k. So this is kind of like a mini Persona right in this sense. So yeah, plus 10k to the entire front row thanks to Zorga's 2 abilities, one given, one himself. So yeah, definitely pay down the crit also, because Zorga does use quite a bit of soul, so you want to keep that as healthy as possible. The crit will definitely help. 23k coming straight to the Vanguard for Eva right now. So it is 2 damage. Nothing too dangerous at the moment right now. So perhaps this could be an easy take for Tia side, but of course Tia checking their hand and making sure that, oh, no guard, there we go. So Shadow Cloak and a heal trigger. Alright, so while he cannot heal, he will give the power straight to Shadow Cloak, so Shadow Cloak will be able to get some hits from there. Right, so no guard, so 1 damage goes through. It's a PG that has been lost on Tia side. And yeah, Shadow Cloak now coming in also. So this one is let me count the numbers if I can. So it's like 20, 30, 34k. 34k if I counted this correctly. Would Tia guard right now also? And yes, they would. So yeah, Obscure Dread does have the ability where it is that it gets plus 5k shield and 10k shield and can intercept. So long as you've got, so long as your Vanguard is an Eva with the glitter ability. So yeah, that guards off very easily. And of course, Rogue Headhunter, kind of forgetting about the power count from there. So yeah, then this second attack that goes in, so plus 5k. So the Rogue Headhunter is a very big, but it's also a very easy no guard on Tia side also. Alright, so the turn passes to Tia. Tia stands and draws and gets a Persona right on Eva. So all units in front row gets plus 5k, which is very crucial. But we see the 4th research order come into play. Draw 1, discard 1, and discards Tectine again. But let's see whether if they will Soul Blast 1 to actually bind another card in there. But I do not think that they will be binding. I mean, if you think about it, so yeah, you do lose quite. You can take out a few units, but you definitely want to keep your soul, especially looking at how thin the soul may be. If you guys have been doing your math, yeah, like you definitely want to make sure to keep your soul so that you can actually use Eva skill to actually fetch out Obscure Dread as much as you possibly can, essentially. So, alrighty, so Eva skill one more time, counter blast 1, and look at the top 4 cards since there's 4 research orders right now. Add a card among them to a hand, and Eva gets plus 5k, so it makes it makes her Eva 28k in total right now. We'll have counterdowns very soon just to make sure that we have our power count correct at this point. So yeah, some players are actually not used to having counters, so not used to having counters regularly. So yeah, we're Asian, so math is very comes easily to us. Small little joke right there also. But yeah, plus 5k, so it's like 28k to Eva right now. Excuse me. And yeah, they're now deciding what is the next move from here also. They do have Obscure Dread on standby, because they don't have resources to pay for it as well. So we only see one Obscure Dread at this point in time right now, so there's possibly another 3 more, so both in the hand or in the deck, so because that's the only places that you can actually fetch Obscure Dread using Eva's skill. And of course also, in order for Obscure Dread to activate its abilities, it must be called by using card ability, so that Obscure Dread won't be able to get any sort of critical. It will get power because of its ability, but it won't get any sort of critical from there also. The one that will get a critical is this upcoming Obscure Dread that's going to be brought out from the deck right now. So yeah, and that one will get the +1 critical also, because there are 3 or more research orders in there. Eva is coming in for 28 right now as the cut happens, so double checking the powers and abilities all there. So just gotta remember, the one on the right has critical. Speaking of critical trigger onto Tia's side. Plus 10k to the side, critical to Vanguard, another critical trigger, so another critical, same placing over there. So that's 3 damage that Bob will be taking right now. Draw trigger, draw 1. 10k to Vanguard, another draw trigger, plus 10k to Vanguard, another draw. And losing out the another card there. So yeah, straight away to 4 damage from there. So, and with the right side Obscure Dread now being in threat level, so although they do cancel each other, but there's also plus 10k from Obscure Dread's own ability as well. And of course the Great One's ability, which is that it gets plus 2k for every order that you have, so it's actually plus 8k in total. I believe it's 7k base, so that one is 15, so 15 plus 13, 28, 28 plus 20. 28 plus 20, 48. 48 plus 10 from Persona, 58. Then plus his own skill, it's 68 to critical also. There's no way that I should have got that wrong. So there's no way that I should have got it wrong. So. But in any case, as it's a must guard here. So, but Bob does have 33k base, and he plays down the heal trigger, which actually gains plus 15k shield. So it's a 25k shield in total if the opponent has an extra critical, not from a trigger. So, and Obscure Dread did have that from there. So 25 plus 15. That should get off 68, no problem. So, and this Obscure Dread will be attacking, so it's plus 10k, so it's 33. 33 plus 15, so yeah. Attacking the rear guard, if I remember correctly. Just double checking the skill, I believe. Okay, so it's attack Shadow Cloak instead, so yeah, no problem at all. So, alright, and then the turn passes over the ball. So now, for most of the Zorga players that is watching this also and thinking, why hasn't it showed up yet? So, well, as you guys may know, so you might not be able to draw it from that also. So yeah, there is one key card in the Zorga deck, Grave Zorga deck in a sense, Persona Right coming down right now. That actually will add a lot of like power to the regard capabilities also. I'm talking about the Great Tree that allows it to actually be called for drop zone, and then it gets plus 10k and 1 critical if you perform Alchemy Magic. Otherwise, you can only choose one of the abilities if you did not perform Alchemy Magic. Just play a normal order from there. But yeah, that's the card that we have seen been missing on Bob's side as of late. So yeah, third hand coming into play right now just to help make sure that we can follow along with the count right there. Shadow Cloak coming down, replacing the Banshee. So what is Bob gonna be searching for? It's a good wonder as well. So Bob is actually looking for that particular order. He does have a copy of there, so it does not go into drop, it does go into his hand instead, which is good. So yeah, just having the order in your hand also will make it so that you know, you don't lose it to the bind, but you know, you can use it and combine it with something else also, like in search of a land far away. So yeah. Rogue Headhunter coming down now. If he does perform Alchemy Magic, he doesn't need to pay for the skill for Zorga. Then you know, it will be reduced by counter plus 1. So yeah. And going off with the Soul Blast right now, keeping the crit in the soul and removing Rancor Chain, essentially. And there we go, that's the Great Tree unit that I was just talking about. So discarding it from hand, going into the drop, fetching out a order card right now, so that order card will actually be put into hand and put into play. You can both Alchemy Magic this turn. So yes, I do need to double check also to make sure that I got the skill correct also, because he's playing that particular order that he just fished out from the drop zone. And I remember correctly, so it's draw 1 and look at the top card of the deck and choose it to put on top or discard it. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to catch, like even if I wasn't looking away, I didn't catch what he found. But we'll see, it does pay 1 counter blast from there. So we'll see. Draw 1, look at the top card and choose to put it drop. He puts it in the drop or leaves it at the top of the deck. And I believe the one that he played out was the order that allows you to actually call a grade 3 or less unit from the drop zone to a regard circle, and then of course all units in front row gets plus 5k. It's an ability that's given to the Vanguard. So yeah, we see that very regularly, so which means that we know that he actually plays quite a lot of copies also. So it's quite interesting to see this, and of course the grade 3, because it's in the drop zone, so you perform Alchemagic this turn, you can actually call it out to you perform a normal order this turn, so you can call it out from the drop zone to a regard circle. And then it gets ability plus 10k or plus 1 critical. In this case, he did Alchemagic, so he gets both. So that's plus 1 critical on that side. So I did call Rancor Chain out, I believe using the ability of the order. So Rancor Chain will get plus 2k because of its ability. If you play no more this turn, plus 2k. So that's a 10k booster straight up from there. So yeah, going to attack right now from Bob's side. So Bob will be attacking very muy big, especially with the 2 skills. So it's another plus 10k plus Persona right 2 together. So this is 33 plus 10, 43 coming straight at Tia right now. So very big number. So, but the PG comes down, can't let any stray criticals really ruin the game right there. I believe it's a heal trigger, so heal trigger on Bob's side. Choosing which card to heal, you definitely want to heal off the order because you know it's important to have that. Plus power to the grade 3 on the right side, Bob's right side, I would say. And yeah, those go into hand from there. So now this one is going to be very big. So if I remember correctly, I think its base power is, I believe, 3k or 5k. Let me just do a quick double check so I can get you a power count for you guys. It is 5k base, so it is plus 10k, so 20, 40 is 45, 45 plus Rogue Hunters 13, so it's like 58, and a big old guard with Oscutret's intercept, so just come into play for Tia. So it's a total of like 50k guard, so I believe that's enough. So yeah, and then of course there's a Shadow Cloak coming down right there. Tia taking the damage, and yeah, no trigger on that end, so but I think that's okay for now. Passing the turn over to Tia side, it is 3 to 5 right now. 5 to 3 if we're going left to right. So yeah, both players actually showing very good resilience. So like the hand size that they have gained straight up from you know, from all their checks and whatnot, also has certainly helped them to defend against each other. With Tia now being on the defensive at 5 damage right now, but you can still see that there's plenty of hand still. So Tia does have plenty of choices to go for. Going for Eva's skill. So Calabas 1, looking at top 4, adding a card to hand. As they always say, that thinning is that winning. So a card is added to hand, the rest gets sent to the bottom of the deck. Doesn't get shuffled. And yeah. And now Tia is going for the backup plan. The Grade 1 order being sent into the soul. If you got 4 or more research cards, you can send the Grade 1 order, set order into the soul, and color charge 1. So that does give Tia the ability to actually that does give Tia the ability to actually be able to use Eva's ability to call Obscure Dread also. And speaking of, an Obscure Dread is going to go to the bottom of the deck thanks to the Grade 1 that he called right there. It does have the additional ability, you can Soul Blast 3 in order to draw 1 if you send a Grade 3 or higher, but you know, the main thing of the Eva deck is to actually get the Grade 3 sent to the bottom of the deck. Actually, mainly sent to the deck, so that Eva can easily just search it out using Counter Blast 1 and Soul Blast 1 as you see over here. So, yep, just don't need to go anywhere else in the deck, so just go to the bottom and then just shuffle. That's all. No need to think, no need to see. Just get from the bottom straight up. So yeah, Eva, there's no Persona right this round, so Eva is going to go in a little bit soft here with 18 plus 8, so this is, I believe, 26 if I'm not wrong. So yeah, will be easy guard for Bob here. He does put down a PG, can't let any strain, like he doesn't want the double crit to happen again. So. But it's not going to happen this time right now. 1 PG, one of the great ones into the TS hand. And now which side does Tia attack? So now the left side of Skill Dread, the one on the top right there, does not have any power, does not have any ability. The great ones at the back do have plus 6k because there are 3 research orders in there and they get plus 2k for each of them. So the right side is the one that's the most threatening because it does have the critical. If Bob does block off the left side, it will get plus 10k, but if it does block off the left side, he can actually take the right side and still be okay. But vice versa as well, because both of them are kind of like the same power through and through. Obscure Dread getting plus 10k plus the 6k, so 13 plus 13, 23, sorry. It would be like 36 on both sides as well, with one side actually having a plus 1 critical. Whew. There's a lot to take in here, ladies and gentlemen. So there's a lot to take in over here. So. But yeah, hope you guys are sticking around and just at the edge of your seat, also, like for this matchup. So I know I am for sure. All right, taking damage for that Obscure Dread. So only taking 1 damage, but he loses the Blitz PG and puts down an easy 30k just to gut off that last Obscure Dread. So not gonna take too critical at all. So nope. All right, and passes to Bob's turn right now. And what is Bob gonna do? He is going to retire. So he's gonna call the great. He's gonna call any. It can be any unit, honestly speaking. So, but he wants to get that Great Tree retired, essentially. So they actually can use his ability to get the plus 10k plus crit from there. That is important. So yeah, discarding the Tearful Malice, I think that's the only other card that I remember. So which is Tearful Malice, yeah, fetching out in order. Definitely doesn't seem to be Tearful Malice. What will Bob fetch out using Zorga's ability? Really thinking hard right now. So because of the situation that it is, he does fetch out the In Search of a Land Far Away. And yeah, and he does play another one of the orders that allows him to actually get the little from there. I did not spot what he sent, but I believe he sent the same what grade is that? So the same Great Tree order, so that he has been seen playing almost every Alchemagic. So paying the counter plus 2 for both of them. There is no retire cost. Dropping Zorga Grave to the drop, so try to deck thin over there. And then after that, yeah, is he going to be searching for a Great Tree or less to call? Well, definitely he would want to also. But what would be a good viable search right now also? Because we know that the Great Tree unit does call itself out. Oh no, wait, he's going to take it back. Going to look for something else right now. So all the units in the front row will get plus 10k in total. Black Husk's Dragon coming in, so it will get plus 2k when in an order. No, it gets plus 5k when an order is being played also. So yeah, and of course the Great Tree comes back into play again, so plus 10k 1 critical, plus 10k in total. So Pseudo Persona Right is kind of in place right now, because of the given ability by the order as well as Zorga's own ability, which I did not mention, which I should be mentioning. If you Alchemagic this turn, all units in front row gets plus 5k. So yeah. Plus 10k 1 crit. Rogue Headhunters also get plus 10k. Rancor Chain gets plus 2k too as well. Let's not forget to pump that up to another 5 for everybody because of the given skill and Zorga's ability, Grave Zorga's ability, straight up. And yeah. Yep, there we go. All the power. Hold up. I think that power might be like 5 too much. I believe, but no. Sorry, no. The power is correct. My mistake. The power is all correct across the board. Alrighty, so Zorga attacking. PG coming down for Tia. Twin Drive. First check critical trigger. Alright, so the right side of Bob's, the top card, already has plus 1 critical. So definitely putting the critical on Black Husk. Plus 10k2 there as well. Second check. No trigger right there. So while the critical will have not that much to play with over here, because Tia's already at 5 damage already and needs to kind of and needs to block everything anyway. So, but it does put Tia in a threat whereby if Tia doesn't get an over trigger or it doesn't get a heal, then twice it has to happen twice too as well. So yeah. Black South Dragon along with Rogue Headhunter coming in 13k, 20, 35, 48 coming in also. Would Tia have the hand to guard this also? It's looking a little thin right now, but again the Obscure Dread really coming in to clutch and help us, so especially with its ability to intercept and plus 10k as well. So speaking of 10k, Persona Right coming down for Tia, and yeah, plus 10k to the entire front row as well. Now Tia does not have a lot. Oh, never mind. I was just gonna say it doesn't have ability to actually be able to recover resources here, but played the research order, experiment successful into there. Looking at the top card, draw one, that has to discard one from there. I don't predict Tia is going to Soul Blast to bind, so but they are going to be taking the Great One order and counter charging one. Counter charging one, technically a Soul Blast one, so yeah, the 6k goes down for the boosters. Obscure Dread coming down from hand. So Obscure Dread attacking on its own, plus 10k. So plus 10k, just straight up, 33k. 33k just coming at Zorga right now. So Bob doesn't seem like he has a good healthy hand right now too as well. So this one might be a tough check for his hand as well. Damage check, no trigger, but that's the second copy. Probably sorely needed, so especially if you want to put a lot of pressure and threat onto your opponent also. So yeah, but Obscure Drag coming into play. Obscure Drag coming from hand actually this time round. So yeah, or was it from deck also? Okay, well, regardless, Obscure Drag has been called down to get +1 critical to over on that side. But Eva is actually attacking right now for 23, 8, so 31. But Eva is not really the danger here, so Eva alongside with the Obscure Dreads are the ones that are dangerous over here, especially since both sides can get +10k when they attack. So. The Obscure Dread at the 20, the one that's closest to us right now, the one that will be closest to us, would actually is actually at the correct number when he attacks also. So just take note of that also, that the number is correct. But doing a basically, I think it's a trigger check. Yep, doing a number trigger check, just hoping the third hand coming in to just change the number for Obscure Dread. So it's gonna be at that power anyway, so it's a given. So it will help Bob to actually plan out his guards too as well. So yeah, all's left right now is to see whether Bob will guard this or so. I don't think he has any perfect guards left. Otherwise, this would have been an easy decision to make. But then again, there is the two sides to consider as well. So both of them coming in for total 13, 33. Now, I can't math right now. So I honestly cannot math right now. So, but the intercept right now, plus. Okay, so 5k. So this is one trigger coming in through. So yeah, one trigger, sorry. Oh, okay, that's a bit too much. So 20k, one trigger. First check, over trigger coming into play. Oh, the units in front row gets double the critical. So all the goes back. Oh, over trigger on Bob's side too as well. It's not over yet, but then again, this is technically 2 damage. He does have to heal another time. He can't heal. He can't activate the additional ability from Blast Weaver. So Bob has no choice. He has to check another heal, and it's not a heal also. And that is the game, ladies and gentlemen. So, ooh, what a ride over there. So what a ride indeed. So I'm gonna be flashing up the deck lists right now for both players in there. And as you can see from the Eva side right now, Eva side they only had 2 of the orders, but that will soon very change as well. So considering that DPT-08 is coming down from there, so yeah, there's plenty of ways that the Eva deck can definitely upgrade also going to DPT-08 also. So you probably will see different decks from there. So the Zorga deck, as you can see also with Bob actually playing a bit more skewed to the grade 3 order that actually allows it to give the Vanguard plus 5k power. So combine that with Zorga's ability is like 10k, so that's a lot of power going in also. So very power oriented build from from both sides also, which I like very much. So, and probably something that I might adopt as I go into playing their days or so. But otherwise, this is a fantastic match. I hope you guys enjoyed this as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it for me. So do be sure to check out the other fight video that we have as well. That's released at the same time. You'll find it in at the end state from there. And with all that said, thank you guys again for joining me, and we'll see you in the next one.